What's up, everybody? This is RadTechShoe, and I am bringing you episode 20 of my Dante's Inferno LP. I'm going to finally start going through Heresy. So Heresy is kind of a unique circle of hell. It is the first of the circles of hell that is located in the lower hell in the city of Dis. It is the first one we're going to go through. And right off the bat, we're technically not in Heresy yet. We've got to go through a small puzzle. So right here, I'm going to trigger this part. What you have to do is you have to pretty much pull the lever, and then it's a timed lever, and we have to quickly run across and then defeat these guys and then get down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fight those guys first, and then I'm going to pull the lever, and we got to pull this this fence back, and it'll slowly stick out after we pull it all the way across. So what we have to do is we have to quickly run over here, slide all the way down. And right here, I don't think I make it. Yeah, I'm probably not going to make this one because I took a little too long. So we have to swing some more, and then you just saw it just screw me right there. So, whoops. So you got to be quick. You can't afford to, because I jumped at the top up here when I was trying to get on the rope. Because I jumped, for some reason it just didn't work out. So I'm going to equip a relic slot right there in Unholy 4 that I just purchased. So, and I'll equip a relic there later. But right now I got to fight these enemies. So that's pretty much it for what we're doing right here. We still have to get down into Heresy, and when we're down there, we'll meet up with Virgil, and he'll give a more slightly more detailed explanation about what Heresy is, and then I will give a further explanation on some of the examples of what a heretic technically is. So right here, here's my third slot. I've now got the Charon's Ore and the Tale of Minos in there, so now I get bonus points for absolving and punishing enemies. So we get more. I get more holy points. I don't get more souls. I just get more holy and unholy points for punishing and absolving enemies. So it helps me level up my holy and unholy skills. That's really all the Charon's Ore and to the Tale of Minos are good for. But they're still pretty good. So, now that we're past here finally, we can slide all the way down. And we're going to swing across. And this area is actually kind of big. It's not too big, but we're actually going to be backtracking through some of these areas. Like we'll go to one area, open a door, go to another area, and then backtrack, and then take a slightly alternate path through an area we've already been through. So this area has kind of got a small little backtracking aspect to it, the Circle of Heresy. So it's going to be kind of fun. It's a little different from what we've normally had, but it's still going to be a rather unique thing. And Heresy is one of them. It's not too bad. There's one puzzle here that kind of frustrated me, and I'll point it out to you a little bit later. But for the most part, all we have to do is just navigate these little rock, like I said, these rope climbing areas. This is one of the worst aspects of the game. I don't like these things too much. I don't like it when they drag on for several minutes. So now we've just got to swing. We've got to go across all the vents, and then we've got to grab the other bone skeleton, the bone column right here, and then we got to pretty much just, that's it. But as you can see, I got to get the timing down, so I'm going to do this right here. Here we go. Slide all the way down. And just pretty much watch your step, time it. Keep sliding, all the way down. Come on. Alright, and we're going to drop all the way down here. You can see there's this ray of light for some reason causes that stuff to break. I'm not quite sure why. But anyway, all the way down here, we have now entered Heresy. So let's talk to Virgil and see what he has to say.
Here you will find the heretics and followers of every cult and pagan sect, all buried together, burning in eternal fire.
Okay, so the concept of Heresy is actually quite vast. It is pretty huge. But there's a lot, like, you can go look it up online, like on Wikipedia and stuff like that, and there's just so much information about heresy and heretics in general. But basically, the general definition, if I were to just put it as straightforward as I can, it is a heretic is someone who does not believe, does not embrace and challenges a core belief that is taught in a religion. So like if their belief on a certain idea strays from a certain path, strays from what is taught, and they go against the teachings of whatever religion. Because as you know, in this day and age, there's so many religions, and there's way too many of them, as a matter of fact, in my opinion. Like, you don't know, so, and since there's multiple religions, obviously each religion's going to claim that it's the right one and that the others are false religions. And not only that, but they claim that some religions call other religions heretics as well, that believing in those religions is also heresy. So, it's it's a very controversial thing, and I'm not going to get too in deep to it because I don't want to spark any arguments or, start up any shit. I don't want to do that with my videos. I'm just to pretty much break it down as simple as I can. Heretics are people who denounced, rejected, or challenged teachings, and they went against the churches and the original core beliefs, and that's pretty much what it is here. People who followed other cults, they believed only part of the way, and chose to believe something else when it was convenient for them. Epicureans is also an example of this. They're the type of people who believe that the soul dies with the body, that there is no afterlife. So Epicureans, if you want to look them up on Wikipedia, go right ahead as well. They believe that the soul dies with the body, that there is nothing else after death. There is no life after death. So people, anyone who, like I said, if they believe or teach, if they practice or preach something that goes against what is originally taught, then that makes them a heretic. So that's pretty much it for this Circle of Hell. I'm not going to really go too deep into that. Like I said, you can if you want. Right here, I didn't get shish kebab. I got fricasseed. What we got to do is we got to quickly get to the end right over here and stop this asshole from pulling that lever. That's what I need to do. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just now I can beat him, and so that death was rather fun. I thought, oh, the cross, I'll keep him from getting to me. Oh no, he's not trying to get to me. He's trying to burn me alive. So that's pretty much it. I'm not gonna go. Like I said, I'm done talking about heresy and heretics right now. I don't want to spark any controversies or get too deep into it. Religion is a very controversial thing, and the concept of heresy is just as equally controversial in the world of religion, because there's so many religions, you don't know what to believe in anymore, really, realistically, So that's pretty much it in terms of this game's approach to the concept of heresy. So we're going to go right through here. We've actually got kind of fun ways we're going to go. I just wanted to turn off the fountains, and I wanted to get these two soul fountains right here. We turned off the flames so I can get the fountain. Duh. Alright, so let's go on through the door now. And this asshole tries to pretty much come up behind us. He was going to try and turn on the flames and kill us again. So now we got to deal with this guy yet again. So, just be wary of that. This game will try and screw you like that. We're actually going to encounter a brand new enemy down here. And this enemy is one of the most annoying enemies in the game. I mean, he's pretty much, if he's not the most annoying enemy, he's second. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like fighting this guy, especially in groups. And eventually later on in the game, you'll see when you fight him in groups, you'll see why. But let's go on through here. And let's have another conversation with Virgil.
Not long after my own death, I saw a mighty one come down and take forth from here a group of ancient shades. Our first parent, his son Abel, Noah, Abraham, and many others. The deep, foul valley trembled on all sides, and I thought the universe felt love.
So that was a little different from what we're used to hearing Virgil say or talk about. Anyway, there's not much else down here. I thought there was a soul fountain up here I could get, but for some reason I just couldn't find it. And so, for the most part, I thought, oh, maybe I can climb up here. But no, it's not letting me climb up, so I just gave up, and I'm like, okay, maybe I was just hallucinating. So, what we gotta do is we gotta drop down, and then that's all. As you can see, we're gonna be back here a lot. There's a lot of areas around this area. We're gonna be going over there. We're gonna be over where all those fountains are, as you can tell. So this is that area where we're gonna be going through, back and around, up and down, over and under. We're gonna be going through this area quite a bit. So drop on down here and let's see who do we have. We have Emperor Frederick II, the king of the Romans, with the never-ending thirst for war. His soul dwells in the circle of heresy as punishment for his constant war with the Pope and the Church. So we're going to forgive him for that. You know, I'm not going to hold it against him that he didn't like the Pope. But anyway, now that we're going this way, let's grab all the fountains. Nothing over here, so let's head on down. And here we're going to encounter our annoying new enemy. Okay, so this is the Heretic. The Heretic is pretty much a wizard. He's immune to the cross for the most part. I don't think the cross can touch him. So he's pretty much, you know, you got to go at him with melee only. He has quite a lot of health, and his ability. One of his abilities is to take weaker enemies around him, and grant them immortality. Well, not immortality, protection. He can protect other enemies around him, as you can see right there. They can be attacked, but they won't be damaged for the most part. You know, only if I pick them up, but later on they'll actually get even more annoying. So for the most part, dealing with the heretics first is your best bet of dealing with enemies when you encounter them in groups. And once you defeat the heretics, the protection that these assholes have will fade away. So like later on in the game, it'll get to the point. Oh, and they teleport. Fuck, I hate them. I hate them for teleporting. These guys can be very hard to hit. Like right now, the enemies don't have immortality for some reason, but later on in the game, they actually do. Like I'm not making this up. Later on, the enemies will actually be impervious to damage until you kill the heretic, and it makes the fight so damn annoying because the enemies are just aggressive as fuck, and they do it to also, I think, some guardian demons and throne demons as well later on in the game. So, like I said, the heretics, they are definitely. If they're not the most annoying enemies, then they are the second most annoying. You know, there's only one other enemy that I can think of that could possibly be more annoying than them. And we have yet to encounter that enemy yet, but we will as we go deeper and deeper into hell. So over here is the first save point, and I'm going to end the video right here. And I'm going to pick up where I left off, and I will see you all in the next video. This is RadTechShoe, signing off.